The line was, discover why we don't need another movie about a person working too hard who realizes they need to spend more time with their family.
Yeah.
And that what we actually need is a movie about a person not working hard enough who realize they may need to spend more time working. I wanted to flesh that out some, but if you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, I actually use an a real specific movie as an example, which is a movie I love that my wife and I watch every single year during the holidays. That is a case in point. But then, as a genre, I talk about the kind of Hallmark movies that every one of them is some version of some guy who goes back to the small town he's from. He's been working hard at his corner office in Chicago, but while he's there in the small town, he finds the ex-girlfriend from high school, or finds that the small town needs him to help save the local train station or something, and then he quits the big corporate job that's been taking away all of his energies, and he can do something meaningful and romantic and special in his life by leaving the big bad career behind and going back to the small town to fall in love and all this stuff. And people love those movies. They're all essentially exactly the same around the kind of framework I just described. And I don't mean to be harsh about it, but the fundamental message of it is just utter nonsense and just complete drivel. But I still like the movies. I'm not trying to be a Scrooge here when it comes to this holiday idea. But even apart from the Hallmark movies, which are themselves almost a borderline satirical genre, just the general theme in Hollywood is always some form of the Gnostic notion that there is kind of a metaphysical meaning that is truly special, some kind of Buddha on the mountaintops person who is out, who really just gets it, versus the personification in the movie of a person who's ambitious and vertically mobile, and ergo a bad person. And I'm tired of it. I think that we do need, I say it to be kind of funny, but I am quite literally saying I do think a movie where someone realizes, gosh, I'm sitting there, I'm never missing a single kid soccer game, and I'm slacking at the job, and it's time I miss a couple soccer games to go do something more productive with my life. And I'll still find plenty of time for the kids, and I'll make some of the soccer games. But yeah, this notion that I'm some kind of better person because I don't care about my job at all, and I am this constant, family guy. It is a very odd view of reality. It's a very odd cinematic expression of priorities in life. And biblically, I am not trying to be provocative. I am suggesting it has our priorities wrong. That if God made us to work and be productive, and he himself was a creator, that all at once we can be a dynamic father, mother, husband, wife, and worker who need not be ashamed. And this notion that any prioritization to career proficiency is some kind of, subpar, suboptimal priority, I think is disgusting.
We hope you enjoyed this sample of our discussion in the lobby. To watch the full episode, click the link in the description to support us on Patreon and become a patron saint. Subscribe on YouTube for more content, and follow and interact on social media to share with others. And remember, you are not a mindless consumer.